Tonight we'll be exploring the majestic realm of birds, the ancient travelers of the sky who shaped our world in countless ways. From the soft rustle of wings in twilight air to the distant calls that echo across oceans and forests, birds carry stories older than human memory. They move through landscapes with a grace that seems almost magical, and yet with such ease, it invites us to wonder how it's even possible for such delicate creatures to navigate the globe. This journey will explore mysteries hidden within feathers, instincts that defy explanation, and abilities that reveal how profoundly connected these animals are to the world around them. As we wander deeper, you may find yourself surprised by just how much the skies can teach us. If you enjoy these quiet journeys, I invite you to like, subscribe, or share a thought below. It helps others find their way here too, one sleepy soul at a time. But for now, just breathe, allow your mind to settle and your body to soften, and let yourself relax. As we drift into the night sky, let's begin. Birds are the direct living descendants of dinosaurs. When you look at a bird, you are seeing a lineage that reaches back to the mighty reptiles that once ruled the planet. Their feathers, hollow bones, and even the shape of their legs and hips whisper of an age when giant creatures roamed beneath ancient skies. This connection is not just symbolic, T is literal, written into their skeletons and the way their bodies move. Many traits that helped small feathered dinosaurs survive the shifting climates of the past still guide birds today. Their balance, their ability to regulate heat, and their remarkable strategies for raising young are echoes of a world long vanished. Scientists study these clues to understand how a creature that once shared forests with colossal predators slowly transformed into the delicate forms we see, perched on branches or soaring overhead. Each wing beat carries a story that began millions of years ago, a story of resilience, adaptation, and the astonishing continuity of life across vast stretches of time. Some birds migrate farther than any other animal on Earth, across oceans, continents, and shifting seasons. Some birds embark on journeys of unimaginable length. They travel from one end of the world to the other, guided by instinct, memory, and the subtle cues of sky and sea. During these migrations, they pass over storms, mountains, and expanses of water where there is no place to rest. Their bodies undergo seasonal transformations that store energy, streamline feathers, and prepare muscles for the incredible distance ahead. Along the way, they navigate by stars, coastlines, and magnetic fields, adjusting their course with astonishing precision. Their determination carries them through day and night as they follow ancient paths written into their lineage. The scale of these journeys surpasses anything attempted by other animals, revealing an endurance that seems almost mythical. Each year, they complete this cycle, stitching together distant corners of the planet through the quiet power of flight. A few species build architectural nests that rival human engineering. Across forests, grasslands, and wetlands, certain birds shape their nests with an artistry and precision that can feel almost architectural. They gather twigs, grasses, mud, or fibers and weave them into structures that can withstand storms, predators, or the simple weight of growing chicks. Some nests are suspended from branches, like delicate woven baskets. Others form towering colonies, where each chamber is crafted for safety and airflow. Birds that build with mud mix just the right amount of moisture into every pellet, sculpting walls that harden into protective shells. Birds that weave use their beaks like tiny hands, knotting and looping strands in patterns that seem impossibly intricate. These designs arise not from formal planning, but from instincts refined over countless generations, yet the precision remains astonishing. Every curve entrance and reinforcement contributes to temperature control, stability, and defense. The nests reveal a deep understanding of environment and material, showing how even the smallest creatures create homes, shaped by wisdom carried through time. Some birds can mimic human speech with astonishing precision. Within the world of birds, There are species capable of reproducing human sounds so accurately that their voices can momentarily trick the ear. Their ability does not come from understanding language in a human sense, but from possessing flexible vocal organs that can shape airflow into a wide range of tones. These birds listen closely to patterns around them and repeat them with remarkable fidelity, whether it is a simple word, the melody of a ringtone, or the sound of a closing door. That talent often develops in social environments, where vocal learning is essential for communication within flocks or between mates. This adaptability allows them to integrate new sounds into their repertoire with ease. Scientists study these abilities to explore how vocal learning evolves and how the brain processes complex patterns. To hear a bird echo, the human voice is, to gloops, a bridge between species. A reminder that sound carries power far beyond simple communication, and that nature often hides unexpected forms of intelligence. A tiny bird can hover in place by rewriting the physics of flight. There exists a small group of birds whose wings move in patterns unlike those of any other species, allowing them to remain suspended in mid-air as if held by an invisible thread. Their hovering is achieved through combination of wing rotation, rapid motion, and precise control of airflow. Unlike most birds, which rely on forward movement to stay aloft, these tiny aerial experts generate lift on both the upward and downward strokes of their wings. Muscles work with incredible efficiency, powering flight that seems effortless despite the extraordinary energy required. While hovering, they can sip nectar, examine flowers, or inspect their surroundings without drifting. Their movements trace delicate arcs through the air, revealing a mastery of balance and momentum. Researchers often compare their technique to the motion of insects, yet the mechanics are entirely their own. Every beat is a testament to the remarkable range of flight strategies found in nature, and the unexpected ways evolution solves the challenges of life in the sky. Certain birds drum on trees to communicate across forests. In quiet woodlands, rhythmic tapping often carries through the air long before the bird behind the sound is seen. For these species, drumming serves as a form of long-distance communication that replaces or complements vocal calls. They select resonant trees or hollow branches, striking them with carefully timed bursts that travel across vast stretches of forest. Each pattern conveys specific meaning, from territory claims to courtship signals. The drumming is not random. Birds modify tempo, intensity, and duration depending on their purpose. Their beaks and skulls are uniquely adapted to absorb repeated impact without harm, allowing them to drum again and again with remarkable precision. These sounds help maintain social boundaries and allow individuals to locate one another, despite thick foliage or complex terrain. Listening to these messages reveals a forest alive with coded rhythms. Every tap becomes part of a larger acoustic tapestry, where communication is carried not by voice alone, but by a language shaped through vibration and wood. Some birds form lifelong partnerships with elaborate rituals. Among many bird species, forming a pair bond is not a simple act, but a journey woven through shared behaviors, synchronized movements, and displays that express trust and commitment. These rituals may include coordinated dances, mirrored preening, or the gentle exchange of food. Over time, the bond strengthens into a partnership that can last for life. Working together, the pair defends territory, builds nests, and raises young with care that reflects deep cooperation. Their communication becomes subtle and refined as each partner learns the other's rhythms. Scientists observe how these relationships support survival, since raising offspring often requires teamwork that a single parent could not sustain. The beauty of these connections lies not only in their practicality, but in the tenderness they reveal. Through ritual and repetition, birds create relationships that echo across years, anchored by fidelity and shared purpose. Their devotion offers a glimpse into the emotional richness that exists in the natural world. A bird's eye can detect movement much faster than any human. The visual world of a bird is shaped by an extraordinary ability to process motion with astonishing speed. Their eyes contain specialized cells that react to rapid changes in light and direction, allowing them to perceive details that would blur into invisibility for humans. This heightened perception helps and track insects during hunting, avoid predators, or navigate winding landscapes with precision. Even subtle flickers that escape human notice become clear signals to a bird. Their depth perception is refined by a wide field of view, and the placement of their eyes in flight, this ability becomes essential. They must react instantly to shifting currents, obstacles, and the movement of flockmates. Researchers studying avian vision often describe it as a finely tuned system designed for survival in a world where every moment counts. Through these remarkable eyes, birds witness a version of reality that moves faster, shines brighter, and reveals details hidden from our slower senses. Some birds use tools to solve complex problems within scattered corners of the natural world. There are birds whose intelligence reveals itself through the use of tools. They select sticks, leaves, or even fragments of bark and shape them into implements suited for specific tasks. These may include extracting insects from tight crevices, lifting hidden food, or even testing the safety of an opening. The use of tools requires planning, memory, and an understanding of cause and effect. Some birds even modify their tools to improve efficiency, bending or shortening them until they fit the task perfectly. Observing these behaviors offers insight into the sophisticated thinking that guides their actions. Their problem-solving extends beyond instinct. They learn from experience, adapt to new challenges, and sometimes teach their offspring through demonstration. Their creativity invites comparisons to the cognitive abilities of primates and highlights the rich mental lives that exist within avian species. Through their tools, we see intelligence expressed in subtle yet profound ways. Some birds see colors that humans cannot even imagine. A bird's world is painted with hues that lie beyond the limits of human sight. Hidden within their eyes are special structures that allow them to detect ultraviolet light, revealing patterns and signals invisible to us. Flowers may glow with secret markings meant only for a bird's eyes. Feathers that look simple to humans may shimmer with intricate ultraviolet designs, shaping how birds choose mates or recognize rivals. Even the landscape itself appears different to them. Water reflections, distant shapes, and subtle contrasts are enhanced by a wider spectrum of color perception. This expanded vision helps them navigate forests, find food, and interpret social cues with astonishing precision. To imagine what they see is to step into a realm filled with extra dimensions of light. The world becomes richer, sharper, 06 south, and far more detailed. They gaze unlocks mysteries that our own eyes cannot touch. A bird's hollow bones are strong enough to survive extreme forces. Although hollow bones sound fragile, they are shaped through a remarkable balance of strength and lightness. Inside, thin, supporting struts form a lattice that reinforces the bone from within, much like a naturally engineered bridge. This structure allows birds to fly without carrying unnecessary weight, while still enduring the tremendous pressure of takeoff, landing, and rapid changes in direction. Some species soar on powerful currents of air, while others dart through dense forests with astonishing agility. Each movement places stress on their skeleton, yet the bones remain resilient. The design also helps with respiration, since air can flow through certain parts of their skeleton, making each breath more efficient during flight. This combination of engineering and biology reveals how deeply evolution shaped their bodies for life in the sky. Every beat of their wings is supported by a framework that is both delicate and incredibly durable. Some birds navigate across the planet using the Earth's magnetic field. Hidden within the eyes or beaks of some migratory birds are microscopic structures that respond to the planet's magnetic field. These act as biological compasses, guiding them across continents and oceans with astonishing accuracy. While humans rely on maps and instruments, birds move through complex web of cues that include sunlight, landscape features, and faint magnetic patterns that stretch across the globe. Scientists believe certain birds may even see the magnetic field as subtle gradients of color, blending seamlessly into their vision. This sense allows them to travel immense distances, return to the same nesting sites year after year, and adjust their routes when winds or storms push them off course. It is a form of navigation, so refined that it seems almost supernatural, yet it operates quietly within their bodies, a gift shaped by countless generations of migration and survival. Certain bird feathers can bend light to create colors without pigments. Some of the most vibrant bird colors are not created by dyes or chemical pigments. Instead, they emerge from microscopic structures that scatter and reflect light in precise ways. When sunlight passes through these tiny layers, it splits and recombines into shimmering blues, greens, and iridescent hues that shift with every angle. This is why certain birds sparkle like living jewels as they move. The effect is known as structural color, and it produces shades that remain brilliant even when the feather fades with age. These colors can serve many purposes. They may attract mates, signal strength, or help a bird blend into shimmering environments like water or sunlit forests. The physics behind these feathers blurs the line between biology and art, revealing how nature builds beauty from the interplay of light and structure rather than simple pigments. Some birds sleep while gliding high above the ocean, 07 south, far from land. Certain ocean-traveling birds spend days soaring over waves without touching the surface. To survive this lifestyle, they've developed the ability to rest one half of the brain at a time, while the other half stays alert enough to maintain flight. This unusual form of sleep allows them to follow wind patterns, avoid obstacles, and navigate long journeys while still getting the rest they need. They drift on powerful updrafts, saving energy as they glide through open skies. The ocean beneath them stretches endlessly, offering little place to land, yet they remain steady. Their wings lock into aerodynamic positions, reducing the effort required to stay aloft. This balance of rest and motion creates a rhythm unlike anything humans experience, a slow drifting state where consciousness dims, but the body continues its journey through vast and silent air. There are birds that sing with two independent voices at the same time. Deep within certain bird species lies a remarkable vocal organ split into two chambers. Each chamber can produce its own sound independently, allowing a single bird to weave two simultaneous melodies. This creates harmonies that sound almost otherworldly to human ears. These dual songs can help a bird stand out in dense forests where many species compete for attention. They may signal strength or skill to potential mates, or allow birds to communicate subtle messages across long distances. The complexity of these songs reflects an extraordinary level of control, as the bird must coordinate two streams of sound with perfect timing. Scientists study these abilities to understand how birds process such intricate patterns within their brains. Listening to one of these songs is like hearing a duet performed by a single creature, a reminder of how deeply creativity and communication are woven into the natural world. Some species remember thousands of food hiding spots with incredible accuracy. Certain birds store food across wide landscapes, tucking seeds into crevices, soil, and bark to retrieve later when resources grow scarce. What seems impossible is their ability to relocate these hidden caches even months after they were buried. Their memories extend far beyond simple instinct. They recall specific landmarks, subtle changes in terrain, and the exact locations of countless individual hiding places. Their brains contain specialized regions devoted to spatial memory, regions that expand during seasons when catching behavior becomes essential. This extraordinary mental map allows them to survive harsh winters or unpredictable climates. Even when snow covers the ground and plants lie dormant, These birds move confidently through their territories, uncovering their hidden supplies. Their memory is so precise that they often retrieve nearly all of the stored food, demonstrating a level of cognitive skill that rivals many mammals. A bird's heart can beat far faster than any mammal's during flight. When a bird launches into the air, its entire body shifts into a high-energy state. The heart responds with rapid, powerful beats that deliver oxygen-rich blood to the flight muscles. During intense flight, the rate can rise to levels far beyond anything a mammal could sustain. This incredible speed supports the continuous motion of wings, which may beat many times each second in smaller species. To support this rhythm, birds have lungs that pull in fresh air, even as they exhale, ensuring a constant supply of oxygen. Their circulatory systems operate with stunning efficiency, keeping the body cool and energized despite the demands of flight. This finely tuned system reveals why birds can perform long migrations, sudden aerial leaps, and rapid changes in direction. Their hearts are engines built for the sky, driving every glide and every beat of their wings. There are birds that dance in dazzling courtship displays across the world. Certain bird species transform the act of courtship into a breathtaking performance. Males create elaborate stages by clearing leaves, arranging objects, or choosing brightly lit openings in the forest. Once prepared, they begin their display. Their movements become fluid and expressive, shifting between precise steps, sudden leaps, and slow, graceful arcs. Some use vibrant feathers that catch the light in mesmerizing patterns. Others coordinate their dances with songs that rise and fall in perfect rhythm. These displays are not random. They are carefully practiced behaviors that demonstrate health, coordination, and genetic fitness. Females watch closely, judging each detail before making a choice. Scientists believe these dances serve as a form of artistic communication, shaped by natural selection over long periods of time. Witnessing such a display offers a glimpse into a world where beauty and survival intertwine, and where movement becomes a language spoken through feathers and air. Some birds can drink salt water and survive along rugged coastlines and open seas. Certain birds thrive in environments where fresh water is scarce. Their secret lies in specialized glands, located near the eyes, that filter excess salt from the bloodstream. When these birds drink seawater, the salt is concentrated and expelled through tiny openings, allowing the rest of the fluid to hydrate the body safely. This adaptation frees them from the constraints that limit many land animals. They can journey far from shore, ride winds above vast oceans, and forage in areas where freshwater would be impossible to find. Their physiology manages the delicate balance of hydration and salt regulation with remarkable efficiency by allowing them to access a resource most animals cannot use. This trait supports their unique lifestyles and long-distance travels. Highlights the extraordinary ways evolution equips species to survive in some of the most challenging habitats on Earth. A few species coordinate hunts using intelligent teamwork. In some bird species, hunting is not a solitary endeavor, but a coordinated effort built on communication, strategy, and trust. Individuals take on specific roles, with some birds driving prey from hiding places while others wait patiently to intercept. Their actions unfold in sequences that resemble practice routines, each movement shaped by awareness of the group. They read subtle cues from companions and adjust their timing with precision. Working together allows them to flush out prey too fast or too elusive for a single bird to catch. Scientists observe these hunts to understand how cooperation evolves and how birds interpret the intentions of their partners. Team hunting strengthens social bonds and increases survival by ensuring more reliable access to food. Watching these coordinated efforts reveals a level of intelligence that challenges assumptions about avian behavior and shows how communication shapes success in the natural world. Some birds glide on air currents for hours without flapping, 06 south, high above coastlines. cliffs, and open plains. Certain birds ride invisible rivers of rising air that allow them to travel extraordinary distances without a single wing beat. These air currents form when sunlight warms the ground, creating columns of uplift that spiral into the sky. Birds position themselves with exquisite precision, angling their wings to capture each shifting movement of air. Their bodies become instruments of balance and sensitivity, responding instantly to the slightest tilt or drift out. As they glide, they can serve tremendous amounts of energy, sometimes covering vast portions of their migrations through motion that appears almost effortless. From the ground, they seem suspended in slow, drifting arcs, but above, they are reading the atmosphere like a living map. This mastery allows them to search for food, scan the landscape, or navigate across continents while scarcely tiring. Their gliding is a testament to the deep harmony between bird and sky, shaped through generations of adaptation. There are birds that sculpt tunnels underground to raise their young. In sandy hillsides and riverbanks, some birds carve intricate burrows that stretch deep into the earth. Using their feet and beaks like chisels, they excavate long tunnels that remain smooth and stable despite the loose soil. These underground homes protect their eggs from predators, extreme temperatures, and harsh weather. Inside the chambers, the air stays cool and still, creating a safe nursery where chicks can grow without disturbance. The birds navigate these dark passages effortlessly, relying on memory and touch to find their way. The architecture often includes gentle slopes, curves, and chambers that drain rainwater naturally. Some species return to the same burrow year after year, reinforcing the walls and expanding the structure as needed. Living beneath the surface offers a secret world where families can thrive away from the dangers above. It reveals a side of avian life rarely seen and highlights the diverse strategies birds use to shelter the next generation. Some species can swim and fly with equal mastery. A handful of remarkable birds have bodies finely tuned for both the sky and the water. On land, they may seem unassuming, but once they leap into the air or dive beneath the surface, their abilities become astonishing. Their wings act as powerful paddles underwater, driving them forward with strokes that resemble the movement of marine animals. Their feathers are layered and coated to resist water absorption, allowing them to remain warm and buoyant even in freezing seas. When they switch to flight, those same wings catch air with perfect aerodynamic balance, lifting them into the open sky with ease. Their eyes adjust between the refracted world beneath the waves and the expansive clarity above, giving them accurate vision in both realms. This dual mastery allows them to hunt where other birds cannot reach and escape predators with fluid transitions between water and air. Their lives unfold across two elements, each as natural to them as breathing. A bird's wing shape reveals the story of its entire lifestyle. Every curve and contour of a bird's wing holds clues about how it moves, hunts, migrates, and survives. Long, narrow wings belong to species that travel great distances, slicing through air with minimal resistance. Broad, rounded wings belong to birds that maneuver through forests, weaving between branches with precision. Some wings taper into graceful points that allow high-speed dives, while others spread wide to catch gentle thermal currents. The bones within these wings mirror these functions, arranged in patterns that support strength, flexibility, or endurance. Even the spacing of feathers influences flight style, shaping air-flowing ways that help birds hover, glide, or accelerate. By studying these shapes, scientists can determine how a bird spends its days and what environment it prefers. The wing becomes a biography, written in form, describing habits, habitats, and histories through structure alone. It is a reminder that evolution leaves beautiful signatures on the bodies of living creatures. Some birds can see ultraviolet, trails left by insects hidden across leaves, flowers, and forest floors are faint ultraviolet reflections that insects leave behind as they move. While invisible to humans, These trails glow for birds with specialized vision. This ability transforms the landscape into a luminous map of food sources and activity. A flower that looks plain to human eyes may radiate ultraviolet rings that signal nectar. A leaf may shimmer with traces of recent insect movement, offering clues to where prey may be hiding. This expanded visual spectrum helps birds locate nourishment with incredible efficiency. It also plays a role in social communication, since feathers may contain ultraviolet patterns used in courting or identification.